Okay, we're going to put on the second layer. This is going to be starting on the mottling. I've tried to zoom in a little bit better. Hopefully you can see more. I've taken a drop of, I'm not real sure which one of the Genesis paints it is. You can see what the color looks like here, right here. And then I put 3 tads of the paint thinner that I use. And we're going to mix that up really well. I want it just really thin, just barely gives a little tiny bit of color to the item after it's painted. Now, I've taken some sponges. I used to use sea sponges, but now I've taken these little cosmetic sponges, the little wedges, and I've picked at it with a tweezer until it looks like this. I'm not real sure if you can tell what that looks like or not. I may have to take some stills if it didn't come out well. And then I'm going to paint over. So you get the paint on there. This will end up giving sort of a blue, I guess, webbing effect or mottling effect to the skin. Again, I have my paper towel on my bowl. And I push down pretty hard on there to get the majority of that paint thinner out of there. And then I just sort of go around like this, just kind of rocking around on the plate until it's all covered. It doesn't appear to leave very much on there, but when it's dry, you can see that there's actually that mottling effect. Maybe you can see this a little better now too, that it's blue. And since it's so thin, it won't leave globs of paint. I also go over the nipples and the belly button as well. Sometimes you can also put, when it starts drying out, you can actually press a little bit harder because there's some inside it. You can also take your brush and paint onto your paper towel, and you get it good and wet like that. Then you can dab your sponge into there, and then as you see, it won't leave as dark a mark. So I'll go back up here where I didn't have very much on the sponge. And then I take just a regular sponge and just kind of go back over and kind of pat it down, make sure everything's kind of smoothed out. We don't want any big blue globs or anything on there. And that's your layer with your blue mottling. Then you're going to come back after this dries, and you're going to put another layer doing this, basically the same thing with the red color that you have chosen for your undertones. So we'll come back to that in a minute.